back outside on the EBOX Dragster. We're out here in Los Angeles, man. We got the EBOX. A little test out here in the city to see if this EBOX can survive out here in Los Angeles. A real life test of the EBOX Dragster, man. Hey, this bike is a really good test for this city because it's a really bumpy city. Or it's not that bumpy. A lot of kind of bumpy roads, a lot of crazy drivers out here, bro. And you're on a little teeny bike. So guys, riding out here, bro, it's a lot more different than riding a normal neighborhood, you know what I mean? Just normally out in the suburbs or something. You gotta be on your tippy toes around here, man. So you gotta be watching yourself, especially on a little mini bike like this, man. People can barely see you because you're so low. Yeah, boy. So guys, like I said in the last video, you're probably gonna see me riding around LA a lot more often because I just can't ride around my neighborhood, man. The cops around there be bugging. Around here, it's like literally no problem. Like you can do whatever you want, really. Man, this dragster is like, it's running tip top right now, bro. I'm just chilling on this thing. The brakes are dialed. Guys, this bike, honestly, sometimes I don't really look forward to riding it, bro. Like, look at this bike. It's got no suspension whatsoever. I'm just riding around here, feeling every single bump that comes to me. Like, don't get me wrong, this bike is so fun to wheelie. Like, it's the easiest. Look at that. The easiest bike to wheelie. Every time you're just riding around, you're about to go over a shit ton of bumps, you have to like brace yourself. I got the EBOX Dragster because I used to have the RSF 650, you know, the Razor Electro and Co kit. That kit that Suronster had, I had the Suronster kit. That's how OG I am to this e-bike shit, bro. Like, I've literally had that Suronster kit for so long. And then I rode that Suronster kit for a really long time. I had it for about like a couple years, man. I had that kit for a really long time. It was a 72 volt, 6,000 watt kit. And I got an RSF 650 and then I slapped it on that bike. So that's what got me into e-bikes. Oh, I can't see shit. Because it was so cheap and it wasn't as expensive as a Suron. A Suron was like $4,000. So I'm like, bro, why would I get a Suron? That thing is way too expensive. I'm gonna just buy this kit. That kit was like $2,000, so a lot more affordable than the Suron. So I was able to buy that and then finally get into e-bikes, bro. Ever since I got that kit, I've always really loved mini bikes. To be honest, I really love the platform of mini bikes. I just love being able to be small, you know, flick around, throw it in my car if I want to, just really fast. You know, the big bikes, you gotta really strap it up. You gotta do all that stuff. Yo, did we just spawn in GTA5, bro? Yo, we just spawned up in GTA5, man. No problem. Nah, bro, I'm pretty sure there's a mission in GTA5 where you come in here and then you talk to Michael or you talk to that one guy.
Davey!
This is genuinely a beautiful spot right here. We almost had that. As soon as I got that RSS 650, I finally got into the e-bike world, and then I was riding all around my neighborhood, bro. Shit was back when cops didn't even bother us whatsoever. You could just ride around there. I'm pretty sure they didn't even know what the bikes were at the time. So like it was kind of like a gray zone and they weren't really bothering us. It was just kind of just riding around, doing our thing, having fun. But nowadays, man, you can't even ride around without getting pulled over by the cops. Unless you're in LA, you know what I mean? Like around here, the cops don't really bother you, bro. They got better things to worry about. Guys, this EBOX Dragster, bro, it's surviving the test. First time I ever rode a motorcycle was actually a dirt bike, not an e-bike, of course, you know. First bike that I rode with the motor was like, I think it was a 100cc Kawasaki. My homie let me ride it, you know, his dad taught me how to ride a dirt bike, and then I'm like, yo, I want to try that thing. And then I hopped on it for the first time, and it was like something more than transportation, bro. It felt like nothing I've ever felt in my life. It felt like a video game, you know what I mean? Something I wanted to keep doing, and I wanted to keep riding all the time. I never had a bike at the time, so so I always look forward to those times that he would take me out to the desert and go ride around on a dirt bike. Now we really don't go on those trips anymore because, you know, he'd just be busy. Eventually I'm gonna get my own dirt bike and my own ATV and my own trailer, you know, all that stuff, so I can go out to the desert all the time whenever I want to. But for now, I got my own e-bike, so to be honest, it's honestly the same stuff. It's just not out in the dirt, which I kind of prefer the streets. It's just because it's smoother and it's, you know, it's easier to wheelie, bro. My opinion, I kind of prefer e-bikes. It's just a lot less maintenance, a lot less to deal with. You just get on your bike and you go, to be honest. Real motorcycles, it's like, you gotta have a garage. So the reason why I don't have a real motorcycle is because I ain't got a garage, so I have to keep all my bikes inside of a little spot, man. It's kind of a hassle having, you know, 3 bikes inside my house. But bro, I do it because I fucking love e-bikes, man. I can't not have one. I need to always have one at all times, so of course there's gonna be one inside my house. I don't care if I have a garage or not, man. To start learning combos, bro. Yeah, it's fun to just do normal wheelies, you know what I mean, but I definitely do got to start learning combos, bro. All right, boys, we're headed over to the crypto arena right now. It's starting to hurt my ass, bro. It's just so many bumps. That first video that I made on the EBOX Dragster, I was like, yo, I was super nervous to buy a bike that had no suspension, and I was sussed out about it, you know. I felt like it was gonna be torture, but it actually wasn't that bad. I didn't really think that the suspension would be that bad, and the suspension wasn't really that bad. But after a while, man, the suspension gets to you, bro. I like riding my Talaria a whole lot more, bro. Bro, if I had this bike when I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old or something, I would be on this thing all day, bro. Like, I'd be looking at it every day, just like admiring it, like, damn. You guys are not gonna believe what just happened to my GoPro battery, bro. Look at that tab, bro. I'm trying to swap out the batteries, but this tab right here, I guess it got so hot and shit wasn't coming off, so I was trying to take it off. Now this battery is stuck inside this GoPro. So yeah, we're about to switch to the Insta360, bro. Unfortunately, my GoPro is just not working. Hopefully you guys can still see me do wheelies and stuff. I've had this EBOX for about a year now. And yeah, I think it's time for something new, man. There's so many choices out there for mini bikes nowadays. Like, you know, we're out here at the crypto arena right now, bro. This is a legendary spot. Everybody pulls up here to, you know, get flips and to practice their wheelies because there's a little straightaway right here. Oh shit. Oh, that was not a hand drag, bro. Yeah, I gotta put back on the wheelie bar, bro. That wheelie bar, man, you can do no-handers. To be honest, I think that's the reason that I got this EBOX Dragster, bro. I just remembered why I got the EBOX Dragster. I got it because of the wheelie bar, man. I'm pretty sure I saw that wheelie bar on Suronster's video, and I was like, yo, that is so sick. You can fly down the street with no hand. I was like, yo, I gotta get the EBOX Dragster. I do miss my Razor RSS 650. Actually, I don't miss that bike. That bike, it just looked ugly, man. I didn't really like the way it looked. I thought that this bike looks way better than the Razor. You just can't take yourself seriously on these bikes. Now, you're not here to be serious. You're here to just have fun. This thing is definitely one of the nicest bikes I've ever wheelied in my entire life. Especially with the street tires, bro. 3 tires on this bike would be crazy, man. We're probably gonna end this video up right here, bro. I gotta go over to school. I'm going to school right now. He pulled up here right before school so I can just get a couple rides in. Really, even though the GoPro battery completely broke on me and I wasn't able to use my GoPro anymore, I think this view is actually pretty sick. I'm gonna definitely start using this Insta360 more often. I think it looks awesome, to be honest. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.